Hello, you guys. If you're seeing this, I have some exciting news. Basically, I'm opening up personal readings. It's going to be over on Etsy, so obviously you guys will have to download the Etsy app and make an account in order to purchase a reading. Quick little rundown of what the readings will be like. You will basically be receiving a picture of your cards and a paragraph or multiple paragraphs depending on which package you are purchasing. What else? The price ranges, you guys, range from $10 to $35. With the $10 one, you are going to have a limited amount of cards being pulled for you with just one question asked. And with the $35 one, it's going to be more in depth and you can ask multiple questions. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I hope you guys are excited. And of course, feel no pressure, you guys, to purchase a reading at all. I am going to have limited amount of stock on all the readings because I don't have an absorbent amount of time to spread. So this is what we can do for now. And also please be patient with me, you guys. I am trying to figure out the logistics of everything. So please just be patient with me. But I will get back to everybody, and you should look for your reading in your messages between me and you in the Etsy app. So that's what we're doing, guys. Hope you're excited. Thank you all so much for supporting me and loving me. I appreciate you guys, and I hope I do have an opportunity to read for you. Without further ado, here's the actual pick a card reading. Hello, you guys. What is up? Welcome back. Today's pick a card is going to be a pick a card on when/how are you meeting your ideal partner. Without further ado, here is a clip of the piles right now.
All right, you guys, these are the 4 piles. We have group 1 with the Kambaba Jasper or the Frog, group 2 with the Mookite Jasper or the Nightingale, group 3 with group 3 with the Malachite, and group number 4 with the Desert Rose. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one, you guys are welcome to do so.
All right, you guys have now picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out my description box. I'll give you guys timestamps for when your reading will start. And with that, you guys, let's go and jump into today's pick a card. Hi, group 1. I didn't do the freaking dice yet, and I'm gonna do the dice in 2 seconds, but I did want to talk about the first card that I pulled for you guys. I did the animal cards first for everybody just because I wanted to get your energy of when you are meeting this person. So with the frog, first of all, I get a couple of things. The first thing I thought is leaping, right? Taking a leap of faith, or feeling comfortable to go after something or to jump on something. Perhaps feeling a little bit spontaneous as well. Now, as I was holding on to this card longer, it brought the energy of transformation. As you guys know, frogs go from being tadpoles into obviously growing legs, losing their little tail, and turning into frogs, right? So perhaps you are going to be at a stage in your life where you're growing up, or where you're transforming physically, maybe mentally, spiritually, intellectually, I'm not sure. Or it's almost this sense of growing up. This could also be when your Saturn return is happening, you guys. And for those of you who are younger, please don't worry. You have fun while you can. You don't need to worry about your ideal partner coming when you're 19, okay? But yeah, so I'm just seeing this transformation, change, growing into yourself or growing into the person you're meant to be, right? Because it could be different for everyone. Some people are going to change physically. Some people are going to literally grow up from being a young adult to being somebody who is more seasoned in their adulthood. This could also be somebody who's older, who is getting more established in their career or with their sense of purpose and their sense of who they are. So you guys, please should just take that how you will. But the frog for me is signifying transformation and growing into oneself, or again having the bravery to leap. So now we will go ahead and roll the dice. No, we have Scorpio and Sagittarius. Hello Scorpio, hello Sagittarius. We have Cancer and Sagittarius. Hi Saggy. Oh, there's a hair on my lip. Okay. We have Gemini and we have Virgo. Hello Gemini, hello Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. If your sign did not pop up, it's totally okay. That's literally just extra confirmation. It's just dessert. It's just a side piece, all right? We're gonna get to the main girl. All right, guys. So, disappointment. The 5 of Cups is really a card of just gosh dang it. Darn, it's not the end of the world, right? There's definitely worse cards you can get in tarot, but the 5 of Cups is the energy of just I'm really freaking I'm kind of bummed out that this situation didn't work out. So if I'm just speaking right off the top of what's coming up for me, it feels perhaps recently losing a job or going through a breakup, or perhaps going through a situationship or like a talking phase with somebody that you were really excited about. You were like, oh, I really like this person. They're so cute. They're so funny. They're this, they're that. And then them ghosting you, or them being like, okay, it does not have to be monumental, you guys, because again, the Five of Cups is not necessarily a monumental moment. But of course, like, we're humans, so we go through highs and lows. And this feels like perhaps you are meeting this person at a time in your life where you are feeling a little bit low. This could even perhaps be low in regards to like your mental health, and perhaps feeling a little bit mentally, I don't want to say depressed, because again, it doesn't feel like depression. It just feels like feeling low, okay? Or some type of disappointment. That could even be you guys were going after something or trying to accomplish a particular goal, and then you realized, like, I'm not actually going to be able to accomplish this goal, so then we're feeling disappointed. Okay. Alright, yeah, I did ask for confirmation on this, you guys. So we have the Devil here, and he did come up in reverse. Hello, Capricorn energy. Love you so much, Capricorn. You're amazing. You're beautiful. I literally love you. Alright, so back to this, though. When the Devil's in reverse, right, it's not so much that we have like an outsider who is creating negativity for us. That could be the case, right? However, the way this comes up, it always comes up when it's in reverse as like self-sabotage, right? So I'm gonna give you guys an example using myself, obviously. So when I was younger, right, I had a tendency to go after relationships with people who were emotionally and very clearly emotionally unavailable, and I would push away the people who were emotionally available. And this literally had nothing to do with me liking the person who was emotionally unavailable more than the person who was available. It was literally just me self-sabotaging and me not realizing that I didn't want a relationship. I wanted a relationship, but I didn't really want a relationship. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, I wanted the excitement of a relationship, but I did not want to commit to being in a relationship. So I had a tendency to go after people who were just not available, right? I also, and I don't mean like in a relationship, I mean like emotionally available, because I'm not that kind of girl. I respect other women so much, no, disgusting. Anyways, self-sabotage, okay? This is self-sabotage. I don't know how you're self-sabotaging in regards to your relationships, you guys, and it could not even be something you're consciously doing, right? I feel like so much of what we do is subconscious, or not things that we are necessarily aware of. So with this, I would just ask you guys to perhaps take a look in the mirror, or take a look at your past relationships and ask yourself, am I performing any type of self-sabotage? Or are there things that I do in my relationships that cause disappointment that I am creating this issue on my own, or that where I am self-sabotaging, right? It could even be, because I know I have definitely, especially when I was younger, there was a lot of childhood trauma that I had not worked through at the time. So a lot of the people, or a lot of the men that I would date, were directly like connected to my parents, and like, not trying to be all sad or whatever, but like the love that they did not give me, I was seeking that in men. So a lot of people that I would date had like the same problems that my parents had, right? Yeah, okay, I was gonna give you details, I won't. Anyways, the next card we have here is the Star. And the Star, when it comes up in reverse, you guys, this is talking about losing faith and hope in the universe, losing faith and hope, perhaps in yourself, right? And maybe you're feeling, and I'm not saying this to be rude or disrespectful, you guys, but maybe you're feeling unattractive, maybe you're feeling undesirable, maybe you're feeling like people, or the type of people that you're attracted to, or the type of people that you desire do not desire you back. And this is just really asking you guys to kind of redirect your attention to yourself, and redirect your attention to how it is that you can better connect with the universe. How it is that you can better connect to who you are and your purpose, and like what is going to be best for you. I really see this card when it comes up in reverse. It's like, I have just lost all hope and all faith, and like, I don't think I'm ever going to find happiness. I don't think I'm ever going to find this person, right? And there's so many people in the world, you guys, and I know it's so freaking hard to find someone who is vibrationally in alignment with yourself, right? Or somebody who you just jive with, right? Like, that can be difficult, and I understand that, but also, like, there are so many people in the world, and there's somebody out there who is going to connect with you, who is going to understand you, who is going to feel right. Now, I do feel like you guys are going to be doing that. It's very possible that you will meet your ideal partner while you are studying something, or while you are at a point in your life where you are just hammering away at yourself. I'm almost seeing this as like a sculptor who's like slowly chipping away at the marble and like clearing the path to create whatever they're sculpting, right? I'm seeing this as somebody who perhaps you, again, taking my advice or taking the advice of the cards and looking at yourself and really wanting to evaluate and better yourself. And this could, again, it could be mentally, it could be physically, it could be emotionally. There are many different ways that we can grow ourselves or improve upon ourselves, you guys. But that's how I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this as us taking time to be very meticulous and intentional with growing ourselves or improving upon ourselves in some way. But this, like I said, could also be indicating that you are meeting your ideal partner while you are learning something. Perhaps you are meeting them while you are in university, while you are in college, while you're in high school, perhaps even. Not so much for all of you. I, again, feel like that's not the case, but I have to just say everything that's coming up. Maybe you are meeting them at a point where they are in like university, or they are doing some type of like education thing, or they're trying to practice a trade or something like that, right? It doesn't have to be traditional like education or college or whatever, you guys. It could literally be like, I'm taking time to go to therapy because I have things that I need to work out, or I'm taking time to improve upon my physical health because I'm not happy with myself. We have judgment in reverse, you guys. This is also indicating that like self-sabotage, self-doubt, not trusting your intuition, not trusting your decision-making. For some of you, you could be looking at your past relationships or your past situationships and having a lot of judgment on yourself for why those things didn't work out, or why this person left, or why they didn't this, or why they didn't that. And there's this feeling of like, I'm the problem, or I'm not good enough, or like it's A, B, and C. The last tarot card we have, you guys, also came up in reverse, and it is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords coming up is talking about an energy of like, when it's in reverse, it's like a fugazi, but like imposter syndrome. That's what I'm trying to come up with. An imposter syndrome, you guys. So I don't know. There's a lot of self-doubt here. There's a lot of being hyper critical of oneself, but also having almost like this pessimistic notion about love, or this pessimistic view on love. And perhaps instead of focusing our energy outward, we're trying to put it back on ourselves, which I do think is positive. It is unfortunate that we have to get to a place where we're feeling negative about love, or negative about our prospects of love. But if that then puts our energy towards ourselves, I do think that's a positive thing, ultimately, for meeting this ideal partner. We have the 6th house. Okay, so the 6th house is about habits and like daily routine. It's about work and health. You may be meeting this person at a time in your life where you're focusing more on your health, which again makes sense with the freaking 8 of Pentacles. You may also be meeting this person at a time in your life where you are really like trying to buckle down, or like lock down a really solid routine for yourself. And sometimes people hear the word routine and they think you have to wake up at 5 a.m. and then do yoga and work out and then go to work and then come home and cook yourself an amazing meal and blah. Like, that's not what a routine has to be. Like, a routine is just having a set repetition, right? So this says establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. All right, you guys. So also with this card, you guys, it's very possible that you guys have a desire to work in the health industry. Maybe this person who is your ideal partner works in the health industry. Practical details. Perhaps we're working out certain details within our own life. Again, I feel like that is, again, like an inward focused thing, where we're focusing on perfecting things about ourselves. I feel like we're almost looking at ourselves, like who we are, our body, our mind, our emotional state, as a project. And again, we're like chipping away at the parts of ourselves that we no longer identify with, or we no longer want to bring with us. We have the 3rd house of communication. This is early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. So this could be connected back to social media, you guys, okay? Because obviously communication. This is 2023. How are we communicating these days? Through social media. So like, I can't be like a ding dong and pretend like that's not happening. So third house of communication. I also, again, see this as like learning, school, university. So that's very possible. And again, it doesn't have to be that you're going to university or you're in college. It could be that this other person is studying something. Or it could be, again, that we're going to therapy and we're trying to talk out our freaking problems, right? Especially problems that happen in childhood or trauma. I shouldn't say problems. Trauma or events that happen in childhood that we need to work through. This could be someone that you guys met in early childhood, and I'm not saying an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, but perhaps this is someone you like went to kindergarten with, or you went to like school with when you were a child, and you like know of this person. It's possible you don't have like a friendship with this person right now, or you don't have a solid, you know, like relationship, but you know of this person. That's possible for some of you. It's not going to be possible for, like, it's not the thing for all of you, but for some of you, you already know this person and you met them really early on in life, and perhaps the connection just didn't flourish at that point, but there's like this second opportunity to explore that. Okay. We have Lavier, and it says, let love grow. All right, let love grow. I see this group one as, again, you guys taking that time to love on yourself, okay? To nourish yourself. And I feel like in doing that, you are finding this person who is your ideal. You're finding this person who fits your life so nicely. I don't feel like there's gonna have to be an immense amount of sacrifice or an immense amount of like pain or suffering that comes with this relationship, because some relationships most definitely have a more karmic cycle to them. Some relationships definitely have a more difficult road ahead in order to like have a happy union and this and that. But with this situation, I feel like because you guys are putting so much energy towards yourself, so much energy towards healing yourself, making yourself happy, this person's coming in and they're almost just very nicely complementing that and fitting into your life nicely. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a trying to fit a square into a circle situation. We have embrace oneness with the universe. So you guys, that goes back to that star in reverse, needing to trust yourself, trust the universe again, having faith in what is, having faith in your path, right? Also, everything that is meant for you guys is not going to pass you by. Like, what you are meant to have in this life, you're gonna have in this life. There's no need to fear that. We have adventure. We have Paris. Okay. Français. So you guys may be perhaps visiting France, visiting Paris. Maybe you guys are meeting somebody who lives in a different country or in a different province or city or town, etc., etc., etc. You guys could also be meeting somebody while you are traveling or connecting to someone while you are traveling. This could be a long distance situation, but this could also be like you guys, again, you're feeding your soul. You're feeding who it is that you are, and you're deciding, I want to go out and travel. Maybe you're meeting someone who also likes to go out and travel. Maybe you guys are even wanting to move to a different country, move to a different city. And there's this energy of like newness and adventure and things being very fresh and just unexplored, and us having this this need or this desire to expand our surroundings, expand our visuals of like what we're seeing in our day-to-day. There's also a butterfly right there, you guys. So again, that frog transformation, the butterfly transformation. We have hope. Okay, so your hope will be restored, you guys. When you meet this person, your hope will most definitely be restored. All right, I feel like you guys are going through this cycle of like, oh my gosh, all men are trash, all women are this and that. I just don't, you know, the heartbreak situation where we're just sad and angry and upset, and let yourself feel that, you guys. But I do feel like you will eventually come back to the feeling of hope and the feeling of like, okay, like things are going to be okay. I'm going to find my person. This has been a journey, you guys. We have purity, patience, and self-awareness. Yeah. Self-awareness is such a big thing in regards to when you're meeting this person. Like, there is a need for self-awareness. There is a need for us to look at ourselves and stop being so hard on yourselves, group one. Like, you guys are so freaking hard on yourselves. It's like ridiculous. And patience, like being patient for this person, being patient to meet the right one. Like I was saying in the beginning of this video, you guys, so many people settle because they don't want to be alone. And that's why self-love is so important. That's why looking at yourself and having that self-awareness and knowing who you are and being happy with who you are is so important, because nobody deserves to settle. Nobody deserves to be in a relationship where one person is settling. Because then you're both settling, you know? The next, or the last one we have is independence, curiosity, and exploration. I love this. Okay, so yeah, you guys are going to be ready to explore, ready to see new things. Also very, very hyper independent. And I feel like this is also coming because you guys have been so self-aware and so like focusing on the self. So overall, like where you're meeting this person, I feel like you guys are going to be meeting this person while you are traveling, specifically if you're traveling to like Europe or somewhere near France. Maybe you're traveling to a city or to a place that's like known for love or known for like engagements. All right, that doesn't have to be Paris or France. That could literally be, there's multiple places in the world where like cities are known for, or there's like this monument, or there's this like statue or whatever, a bridge, whatever the freak it is, that could signify love in some way, or people are known for getting engaged in that area, or like a very romantic setting. But definitely travel, and definitely education and perhaps learning, being at a point where you're learning. Sure. Let's go ahead and get some notes. I'm also going to be doing the letters, you guys. We have brave, which there is transformation going on in your guys' life, so it makes sense that bravery would pop up. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the letters really. All right, group one, these are the letters that popped out for you. Go and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name, if you know who this person is, or if you have like a hypothesis, their initials, nicknames, or words that you may feel are significant for today's reading. Okay, sure, there's that. Now, for the notes, we have enchanting. Okay, so I'm almost seeing that, like when I picked that up, I was like, oh, romanticizing your life, right? Making your entire life feel very magical, very enchanting, very enticing for you to be a part of. Not for necessarily other people, but almost curating a lifestyle for yourself that you look at and you're like, oh my God, like I feel romantic feelings towards my lifestyle. I wake up every day and I can't wait to take a shower, to light my candles, or to do this or to do that, or to go to the gym, or to blah 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 blah. Like it depends on you and like what you find romantic, but I'm seeing that enchanting as like romanticizing your life. We also have South America. All right, so you could be traveling to South America. Perhaps you're from South America, maybe this other person's from South America. Maybe if there's like romantic spots near your city or town in South America, you guys like know where that is and you can go there and maybe you'll meet someone exciting. We have brave. I do see that as us having the bravery again to leap, to explore, to see what is out there and to not stay in our little safety zone. We have sincere, being sincere to yourself. Will attract people who are going to be sincere to you as well. We also have dark passion. I feel like this is talking about not being afraid of your pleasure, not being afraid of what it is that you like, what it is that you want, not being afraid to indulge in pleasure, right? We have rich. This could be talking about focusing on growing your financial abundance. Perhaps in doing that, you guys are going to have more freedom to date who you want to date, or more freedom to be who you want to be and to not feel again like you're put into a box. It could also be that this other person coming in is very financially blessed. We have a body of a goddess / god. That could again be going back to the idea of working on your body. Now, I do just have to say this, you guys, everybody's vision or view of like what the body of a god / goddess is different, right? What is attractive to me is going to be different than what's attractive for you. Everyone's physical attractiveness is subjective to everyone's personal perspective. So keep that in mind. It doesn't have to fit any particular look. We have starting over as well, which I think makes sense. I do think there is a need to start over here because there is a lot, again, of like that self-doubt, that very critical eye, very critical mind. We have rare. You guys may feel like your ideal partner is very rare, and that may be true, but I feel like that is almost what makes them special, right? If they were everywhere, or if your ideal partner, if they had traits that was in every single person, then it wouldn't be as special anymore, right? And then we have the bay leaf, which this is signifying luck. So, that is what I have for you guys. Group number freaking 1. Let me know below if this resonated. Thank you. I love you so much, and I'm excited for you guys, and I hope you guys are a little easier on yourself. If you are resonating with like the being hard on yourself, the being judgmental and self-sabotaging, please do be kinder to yourself, love yourself a little more, and yeah, that's what I got. So thank you, I love you, and I'll talk to you really soon. Okay, bye. Hi, group 2, welcome to your guys' reading. Before we get into the dice and the cards, I do want to talk about your animal card first, because this was the first card that I pulled when I was shuffling for you guys. So we have the Nightingale, okay? And this is supposed to represent your energy when you are meeting this person, or around the time that you're meeting this person. Automatically, you guys, I'm just getting the energy of being very boisterous or loud or expressive. Perhaps you guys have felt previously in your past or in your past relationships that you had to be like a quiet little songbird and not make too much of a fuss, not yell, not voice your opinion too loudly. Perhaps there was a feeling of like, I cannot dominate this relationship, or I don't have a desire to, it's giving me like submissive energy, or coming out of submissive energy. No longer feeling like you have to make yourself small. You could have been in previous relationships, or you could have been raised or taught that you have to make yourself seem more meek or more soft-spoken and digestible or likable or soft or whatever it may be. And I'm feeling like at the time when you're meeting your ideal partner, you're coming out of that and you're feeling more powerful in your voice. You're feeling more powerful in the fact that you don't have to shrink yourself to make other people feel comfortable, okay? Also, this feels like not allowing people to underestimate you a little bit, or being in a position where you have a lot of power. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like the Nightingale has such a strong throat chakra, right? Like such a strong voice, and it's coming from this like small little itty bitty bird. So it's like amazing things coming out of this like small package, and not necessarily expecting that. That could even be talking about your personality, right? Feeling more bold, feeling more outgoing, feeling more perhaps, I don't want to say sporadic, but just loud and proud about who you are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice now. We have Aries, which makes sense with the loud and proud, and we have Virgo, okay? Aries and Virgo. We have Gemini and Virgo. Hello, Mercury people. Cancer and Aries, okay? Cancer and Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. Does not have to be, but it could be. The dice is just extra confirmation. It's dessert. It's not the main course. The cards are the main course. So, first card that came up for you guys was the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. What this is telling me is specifically with your personal romantic relationships, you're feeling like you're constantly running into bad luck. It's just not the right time. Our work schedules don't align, perhaps our religious practices don't align, our political beliefs don't align. It just feels like you're constantly running into people or situations in regards to your love life that have the perspective, like you're taking the perspective of like, I just have bad luck in love, or I'm just not lucky when it comes to love. It's always like the wrong time, or it's always just there's this wrong or that wrong, you know? So that's what I'm getting with this. It's like we're just feeling very unlucky in love. We're feeling like there's bad luck in regards to our love life. Now, I did ask for confirmation because I was like, okay, what's up with this bad luck? This is a little confusing, because it's not confusing, but it's like, I don't want to say you're choosing bad luck, because that sounds so silly, and like nobody's purposely choosing people who are freaking bad, okay? Like nobody's doing that. But I'm seeing this as us having opportunities perhaps being presented to us, and us looking at those opportunities through the lens of like, it's not going to work out, or I always have bad luck with love, so it's just not, like, what is the point of even trying, or this person may seem too good to be true. That's another thing that's coming up. So when you're meeting this person, you guys, you could have that instinctual like, ooh, I want to pull back because I feel like it's too good to be true. Okay, so because the Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity being presented to you. But if you're constantly in a cycle of like, my relationships suck, or I'm getting cheated on all the time, or they don't want to commit, or this or that, when somebody comes to you with what you want or what it is that you deserve, when your ideal partner's like, hey baby, hey, it's very possible that you're gonna be like, what's wrong with you? Like, What's the tea? Like, when is the other shoe gonna fall? Is basically what I'm saying. What is beneath the surface? Why are you so perfect? Why is this actually my ideal partner? Is this my ideal partner? Like, I feel like there's second guessing because of that Wheel of Fortune being in reverse and us having this like string of bad luck. Now we also have the King of Cups in reverse, you guys, and the King of Cups in reverse is not fantastic. It's not horrible, but it's just it's an energy of our emotions are controlling us. We are not necessarily controlling our emotions, all right? Now, we're human, so it's hard for me to be like, get a better handle on your emotions, because sometimes that's just not going to happen. I'm sorry, but it's just not going to happen sometimes. Like, we're human. So I'm seeing this as perhaps us acting a little erratically or a little crazy, a little sus, a little emotional. Perhaps we're overreacting to situations. And again, you guys, that could totally be because we are used to our past experiences of constantly being disappointed in love. So maybe we've just built up these walls, or we've built up these beliefs that everyone's going to be the same, or everyone's going to treat us this way, or everyone's going to treat us that way. So there's this almost feels like a fear that's causing us to overreact, or causing us to behave in a manner that is not the most flattering or attractive. Now, I will say this, you guys. I do think it's very important for us to constantly evaluate ourselves and our emotional state and how we're reacting to things, because it would be so unfortunate to meet your ideal partner at a time in your life where you're not emotionally stable, or where you're not at a place where you're emotionally grounded and sounded, right? Because then it's almost like the roles are reversed, where this person is like, why am I constantly meeting women, or why am I constantly meeting men who are emotionally just like crazy and sporadic? Guys, okay, I really hope this person never sees this, but if they do, it's oh well. I recently went on a date with somebody who was very emotionally, like, I could tell they were emotionally like starved. And like, no hate to this person, they were so sweet, so kind, but there was this desperate energy of wanting to make things work, or wanting to make things fit, even though there were so many things that like we did not have in common. And I don't need an absorbent amount of common interest with somebody to like fit, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could just tell that this person was very emotionally unstable, and that is a scary thing for another person to experience, especially when you're wanting to pursue a relationship. Emotional instability, or somebody who expresses their emotions in a very sporadic way, it's scary. Like, it's not like, not to be mean, and it's nothing against this person or who they are or like anything about them, but like, that is a lot for another person, especially when you're just starting to date them or just getting to know them. That's a lot. So I do want you guys to try to keep that in mind. If you do find yourself having that energy of like, I desperately need another person, or this or that, like, just check yourself and understand that like, that is a scary thing for another person to experience. It's very intense, especially when you're just meeting someone. So I just want to put that out there, okay? And again, do what you want. Like, I support you doing whatever you want. That was a lesson I had to learn on my own, because I was definitely someone who was very emotionally like intense when I was younger. And I definitely can see how that would scare people away. That's like so much. Anyways, we have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands, you guys, talks about growth and expansion. When are you meeting this person? You may be meeting this person at a time in your life where you start creating more financial manifestations. You may be meeting this person at a point in your life where you are gaining more in a particular area of life, or expanding more in a particular area of life. This could be expanding more of your friends, expanding your hobbies, expanding, again, your financial situation. Perhaps you're expanding your knowledge, expanding your horizons. Perhaps you are meeting your ideal partner at a point in life where you're being very experimental and you're taking more risks, or you are open to, just taking more risks, open to expanding, open to spreading your oats across the field, okay? We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is impulsivity, you guys. This is like almost wanting instant gratification, or acting in a way that may be a little bit freaking sporadic. So we're just like, ooh, I want this right now, so I'm gonna go do it. And then later on regretting it because it wasn't the most thought out plan. So again, you guys, I'm just seeing this as perhaps being a little bit volatile with our actions, or being a little bit impulsive. So I'm not saying that you're at a point where you're being toxic, but it just feels like we may be meeting our ideal person at a time in our life where we may not be ready. We may not be at a place where we are our most grounded, self-aware versions of ourselves. This is almost giving me like right person, wrong time. This is almost giving me an energy of like, there's more work I need to do on myself before I'm able to like fully be with this person, because I'm going through a lot emotionally. I'm still trying to figure out myself and like grow for myself personally. I may be acting a little bit impulsive. The impulsivity could also be like wanting to go out and party or wanting to go out and have friends. Not friends, wanting to go out and like explore new people, being again exploratory with the people you're dating, wanting variety perhaps. I almost feel like, and I hate saying this, and if you're not relating to this, you guys, please do pick another pile, because like this may not be your reading. But it's almost feeling to me, it's like we're being presented with our ideal person, but there's so many other things going on in our life that we may not necessarily recognize that this person is our ideal person, because there's so much going on with us internally that we need to address, right? Or we may be at a point where we have not reached the emotional maturity that we need to reach in order to identify this person. This could also be vice versa. Maybe it's not you, maybe it's this other person. I just want to put that out there. We also have the 10 of Cups in reverse, you guys, and the 10 of Cups in reverse is talking about needing to reevaluate your relationships. So 100%, like for me, the cards are just giving me the vibe of like right person, wrong time. I'm not saying this isn't going to work out with this person. I'm not saying that you and this person are going to meet and things are going to fall apart, but it could be that you guys meet and there's a time period in which you guys are going to have to both like work on yourselves individually, or both have to reevaluate the boundaries or parameters of the relationship in order to grow. Because I do feel like growth is very important in this group. It feels like we're meeting them at a point where we are going through a process of growth, but it's like, it feels like the growth process is a little chaotic and we have a lot to figure out still. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you guys. I see this as perhaps instability, okay? And acting in a manner that's not stable. Perhaps we have not found our footing in life yet at the point where we meet our ideal partner. Again, it's just really all giving me like right person, wrong time. I'm just going to be so honest. That's just what it feels like. We have mutable. This is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. It says surrender, fluidity, and welcoming in change. Yeah. So if I'm just being honest, it feels like you guys are in your like early to mid to maybe even late 20s, where you are still trying to figure out life. You're still trying to figure it out. And this is asking you to surrender. This is asking you to be at a point or to be in a place where you allow what is meant for you to stay in your hand, and whatever is not, you just let it go, right? That's kind of how I'm seeing this. It's like what is meant for me will stay, and what is not is going to leave, and just accepting that for what it is and not holding on to anything too tightly. Again, you guys, I do feel like for some of you, and this is not for all of you, so please don't be offended by this, but I do feel like for some of you, there's this almost hunger for affection, which is so normal because we're humans, right? As human beings, it is literally within our DNA to need other human beings. So don't feel bad about me being like, there's this desire for love or there's this desire for affection, because that's literally so normal. But again, when you place your desire or your need for affection on somebody, especially when it's so early and so new and it's so intense, that can be very overwhelming and scary. We have the 5th house. This is passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. So we're needing to build our confidence, you guys. Around the time that we're meeting this person, there is a need for us to build our confidence and to perhaps be more creative and to have more fun and to make more friends, to be more social. This is also the house of dating, you guys. This talks about dating and like, you know, going on dates. So I do see this as perhaps you guys being at a place in your life where you're wanting to date and have fun. And again, maybe that's where that impulsivity is coming from. Because there's some of you who are very much in this energy of this emotional intensity where you're like, I need a lover, or I want a boyfriend so bad. So then when you meet someone who you like, you almost like suction cup onto them, and it's intense for that other person. And then for others of you, you have this energy of, I'm young and wild and free, or I just got out of a divorce and I don't want a relationship. Or I'm just at a place in my life where I feel unstable and I'm trying to figure myself out. So it's like right person, wrong time. There's a lot going on here, guys. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of like rapid energy, I feel like. Regardless of if it's like I need somebody or if it's very detached, it feels very rapid and very all over the place and sporadic. Detox, cleanse, and restore yourself. So there's a need to detox, cleanse, and restore yourself. You may be meeting your ideal partner at a point in your life where you're kind of cutting people out, or where you're trying to put perhaps some of that focus back on bringing balance and harmony into your life, which I definitely think would be needed at this time. Reveal your gifts. All right, so you guys may be meeting this person at a time where you are trying to focus on your talent, or trying to focus on your personal hobbies, things that make you happy that are outside of like love and relationships. I'm also seeing this as you guys recognizing the value that you carry. Here's the thing, right? When you know that you're valuable, when you see the value within yourself, you guys, it is so difficult to settle, right? It's so difficult. And also, when you see and recognize the value, the gold that's within yourself, you're not going to be offended when somebody does not want you, or you're not going to be needy with somebody's attention because you recognize your value. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm freaking gold, all right? So of course you want me, and if you don't, okay, like, I'm gold. Other people will want me. I'm not worried about it, right? So that's almost the energy that I'm feeling like you guys either need to exhibit. There's this level of like needing more self-confidence, recognizing the gold within yourself. Because I know for me, like, I'm not saying this to be cocky or anything. I'm really, really not. But I'm never offended if somebody is not interested in me. Actually, I'm trying to think of a time where that has happened, but I'm never going to look at myself and be like, this is the only person I can ever get. I guess I'm just going to be alone because this one person didn't want me. I'm going to be like, babe, you don't want me. Thank you for releasing me. I can go find someone who does, right? Oh, well. We have new beginnings. You guys are entering into a stage of new beginnings when you are meeting your next, or when you are meeting your ideal partner. Again, this feels like young energy. I don't think there's anybody here. I think he just gets grumpy and starts barking. Anyways, feels like new energy. Okay, hold on. Okay, so sorry about that, group number 2. The next one we have here is listening. Okay, so I think it's interesting that we have so many, like, bird. Oh my gosh, even with the 5 of freaking, or the 5th house, the 5th house. Okay, so listening, the 5th house, and the animal card you guys got. There are like birds on all these cards. This honestly looks like a nightingale as well. Like, these look like the exact same bird. So I don't know if you guys are singers or if music is playing a significant role, but for some of you, you may be meeting this person at like a concert or at some type of like musical event or somewhere that has like music playing. Maybe you guys even just bond very deeply on music. I feel like this listening and also the bird coming out as like voicing something, or again, like being more boisterous, being more loud, being more bold with yourself. I also feel like there's this energy here of like that equal give and take, right? Because listening while also the bird being there, it's like that could even, oh, you guys know what else? This could even be talking about your guys' like being very attracted to this person's voice, or this person being very attracted to your voice, right? We have self-confidence, leadership, and power. So yeah, so kind of like what I was saying in the beginning of the Nightingale, you guys, I do feel like you're stepping into a phase in your life where you are more confident, where you are going to feel more powerful in yourself. And that is why we are speaking louder. That's why we are unapologetically ourselves and just being ourselves. And I do think because this is a new phase we're stepping into, or because it's perhaps uncharted to territory for us, there is this energy of things being unstable or being a little bit chaotic, right? So it's a really complex combination of feeling powerful, stepping into a leadership role in our life, but also going through this change or going through this moment of our life that's crazy and chaotic and a little bit messy and not organized, right? Kind of just letting things fall as they come. So it does feel like really duality's playing a huge role here. We also have deeper awareness, feelings, and luck. So luck may be playing a huge role in how you are meeting this person. Deep awareness, I feel like, is talking about, again, like looking at oneself. Feelings, obviously, this is talking about a romantic relationship, so feelings coming up is not odd or out of the blue. So overall, you guys, with the cards, when do I feel like you're meeting this person? I feel like you're going to be meeting this person at a point in your life where, again, you have recognized, or you have this feeling like everybody is just the same, or I'm going to constantly have bad luck in my life in regards to love, and them being presented to you, there's almost this feeling of like, why are you interested in me, or like what is going on with it? Like, there's like hesitancy because of a pattern that we have recognized previously. I'm also feeling like we're in a place in our life where our emotions are definitely a little bit more volatile, a little bit more chaotic. We may be acting a little bit more impulsively. We're going to have to enter into a phase where things kind of just like, we welcome in what's meant for us and we let go of what's not meant for us. But yeah, it feels like a very just like chaotic, crazy time in our life when we're meeting this person. And again, for some of you, it's going to be like the right person at the wrong time. And that's not to say that you guys are not going to work out with this person. It could just be that it takes time to adjust the relationship or to grow as an individual before you guys are ready to come into union with them, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get some notes from our bowl. Okay, that makes sense. And I'm also going to get some letters. All right, my babies. These are the letters that came out for you. Go and see if you can find your name, your initials, or nicknames. If you know who this person is, perhaps their name, their initials, maybe even significant words that you feel would resonate with today's reading. Okay, so for the letters, or for the notes, we have May. So this could be your birthday, this person's birthday, or the month you guys meet. So that could literally be like the when you're meeting in May. We have unexpected, which this is such a big deal to me, group number 2, because that's what this entire, I was trying to figure out, like, why does this feel like group 2 is not going to be ready for this person, or this other person is not going to be ready for group 2? And it's because I feel like you're meeting your ideal partner at a point in life where it's unexpected, or they are meeting you at a point in life where they didn't expect to meet someone that they really connected with like this. So I think that's why there's this like a little bit of chaotic energy and a little bit of like not feeling 100% ready for the relationship, or not knowing like how to handle this. So I think this unexpected is playing such a huge freaking role in your guys' dynamics and like when you guys are meeting. You're meeting at a point where it's not necessarily the most ideal or favorable time frame, right? We have Africa, so you could be from Africa. Maybe you guys are traveling to Africa. This other person could be from Africa. We have entrepreneur. So this also makes sense, you guys, for the unsteadiness or for the little bit impulsive or chaotic energy, because when you're starting a business, it takes so much of your time and so much of your energy. It makes sense that there may not be time to focus on love, or there may not be time to fully be your best self in a relationship. So that may be something that's either going on for you or this other person when you guys meet, which is adding a level or a layer of like complexity here. We have fireworks. This could be you guys meeting on the 4th of July. Maybe your birthday is around the 4th of July, or maybe their birthday is around the 4th of July and you guys are meeting like that. Or even like New Year's, right? Because I know New Year's, there's a fireworks. I know we just had New Year's. It's also very possible, you guys, that this is talking about you guys meeting and there being automatic like fireworks, right? What is best for you? Question mark. So that's what the issue feels like. It feels like the issue is I have to worry about what's best for me. I have to worry about where I'm going, what I want in life, and like that may overlap or override my feelings for this other person, or vice versa. Again, we have tea, so an extra tea for anyone who needed a tea. We have I'm sorry. Again, right person, wrong time. That's what it feels like. Limbo. You guys may definitely feel like this relationship will hang in an area of limbo for a while, at least until things settle down and there's more stability, right? We have take action. being action oriented with this person. We have travel near. There could be distance between the two of you, and maybe that's why there's this feeling of like being highly emotional and perhaps acting a little bit impulsive. Because there's distance, it may add a layer again of complexity to the relationship that makes it difficult. We also have July, which I said fireworks, so it's freaking the 4th of July. Anyways, so your guys' birthday may be in July. Cancer, Leo, hello. Maybe you guys are meeting in July as well. So that is what I have for you guys. Group number 2. Let me know below if this resonated. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll talk to you guys very soon. All right. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. Before I roll the dice and before I get into the tarot, I do want to talk about the animal card you guys got. Now, I'm going to be referencing this at a different point in the reading. I don't exactly remember when I'm going to be referencing this, but I do know that there was another card that popped up that when I was looking at it, I was like, oh my god, this is connecting. So be prepared for that. This will come up again. But automatically, when I first was pulling for your guys' reading, the spider coming up for me is referencing a need to create like stability for oneself. Because like, what is the spider? And like, obviously the web here, this is the spider's home, right? So creating a safe home, creating stability in our life. The web is not only the home, but it's also how the spider catches its food. So I'm seeing that as like our necessities being met, or our need for security or safety like being met. So I feel like you will be meeting your ideal partner at a point in your life where you are feeling stable, where you're able to provide for yourself, or where you're able to, I shouldn't even say like stability necessarily, because everyone's vision of stability is different, but like you're gonna feel very at peace, comfortable, and grounded with your life, right? Now, this may also be at a point where you are learning, or where you're trying to perfect something, because I also see this as like repetition. An independent point in your life as well, okay? So, the spider. Now, we are going to go ahead and roll the dice for you. We have Gemini and Scorpio. Hi, Gemini. How's Scorpio? Love you guys so much. I feel like Gemini and Scorpio get so much hate, and like, you guys are just amazing. So please, like, know you are loved. We have Capricorn and Taurus. I feel like Capricorn and Taurus go hand in hand. Like, I feel like every Capricorn has a Taurus friend, and every Taurus has a Capricorn friend. I just feel like they... We have Leo and Virgo. Hello, Leo. Hello, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. With that, doesn't have to be your sign, but it could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or this other person's sign, Sun, Moon, Rising. And again, it doesn't have to be. The dice is just dessert, okay? It's just dessert, babe. Now, we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I love this card when it's in reverse, you guys, because this is letting me know that you guys are coming out of a stage in your life where there is financial struggle, or where there are financial stressors. So when you are meeting your ideal partner, you guys are entering into a phase where you are on the come up. You are on the rise. You are on the up and up, okay? You're going to be making more money. You're going to be finding that stability again with the freaking spider. You're going to feel safe with your home environment. This is just coming out of a really dark place, coming out of a really stressful place, okay? So that's when I feel like you guys are meeting this person for sure. Because again, I feel like that is also like clarifying the spider. It's giving more, I don't want to say solid, but it's giving more clarification or more verification of the spider being here. Please stay there. Please don't do this, my love. Okay. The next card we have here is the 9 of Swords. This is anxiety, depression, sleepless nights, being really stressed out. Now, I know that sounds horrible because I just said, like, you guys are coming out of a really dark place. You guys are coming out of financial stress. And I feel like that is happening. However, I did ask for clarification because I was like, okay, the sense is making is none. So please, Spirit, can you give me some help? The clarification for this card is the 6 of Swords. And that makes all the freaking sense in the world. When you're going through transition in life at any point, there's gonna be anxiety. There's gonna be sleepless nights. There's gonna be stress. That's just life, guys. The 6 of Swords is representing transition, perhaps moving, right? So it makes sense to me that if you're making more money, if you're becoming more financially independent, that you're moving into a nicer apartment or into your own apartment. Maybe you're even buying a house, or maybe you are moving to a nicer area, a place in which you feel safer. But there's stress that comes with that, you guys. Moving is so freaking stressful. I cannot stand moving. Moving is very, very, it's just packing is stressful, okay? Taking your stuff and putting it into another place, it's just, It's not the funnest time in the world. So I can see how this would be stressful. But basically, I don't think this Nine of Swords is that freaking deep or that freaking serious. It just feels like I'm a little stressed out. I have a little bit of anxiety, but it feels like it's anxiety for a good reason, because we have this change and transformation, because we have this, again, like, moving forward energy. Okay, so yeah, there's anxious energy here. There's a little bit of anxiety here, but it doesn't feel like it's necessarily a bad thing. We're just anxious because we are moving on, which is a good thing. The next card we have here is the Lovers, you guys. This is represented by Gemini energy, you guys. And the Lovers talks about, first of all, two lovers coming together, two soulmates coming together and choosing to like be in union. But it also talks about choosing the path that is for your highest good, choosing the path that is going to be best for you, choosing what's best for you, essentially. So again, I feel like this is clarifying the Five of Pentacles being in reverse, saying that you guys are on the up and up. You guys are choosing a path or going down a different direction that is going to be more beneficial for you. We have the Hermit. We're coming out of our solo dolo phase. We're coming out of the phase in our life where we're choosing to be alone. We're coming out of the phase in life where we are hiding away, and we are deciding to step into more of a social energy, more of a social climate. Okay, we are choosing to put ourselves out there more. We're choosing to perhaps be a little bit more spontaneous or a little bit more outgoing. So the tarot is great to me, you guys. And again, the only thing that's really negative here is the Nine of Swords, and I'm not even reading it as something that's like super negative. Like, yeah, it sucks to have anxiety, but also I have anxiety when I'm doing something that I want to do as well. Or like even when you're going on a first date, right? Like when you're going on a first date with somebody, usually there's a little bit of like nerves. There's a little bit of like, ooh, I'm excited, but I'm like nervous. There's a little bit of anxiety there. At least if you like the person or if you're excited about the person. So I don't know. I just don't think anxiety or like that feeling is necessarily a bad thing, especially when we have all these like positive cards surrounding it. Oh, there's another card. Oh, okay, guys. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. I thought that was the last tarot. I thought the freaking Hermit was the last tarot. Oh, Virgo energy again with the Hermit. But the Ten of Pentacles, you guys, this is talking about long-term stability. Okay, so is this your life partner? This very well could be, or somebody that you're going to have a substantial relationship with, you guys. Regardless, you are going to be at a point in your life where you're creating financial stability. You're creating financial wealth for yourself. This could be you deciding to take on investing. This could be you deciding to perhaps put money away into savings, or to create some source of like disposable income, or something like that. Like, I feel like this is focused on the income, like having being at a point in our life where we are deciding to take control and charge of our future and what our future is going to look like long term. All right, this is long term stability. This is investments. So it could be you guys investing in your relationship with this person, or being at a point where you're ready to settle down and invest with somebody. Or it could be, again, like you guys are creating some type of long-term financial abundance for yourself. Something that you are looking at as this is going to... I'm sorry, my lip is itchy. I don't know. It's like, okay. But creating some type of financial abundance, or creating some type of long-lasting, like, stability, okay? I love the Ten of Pentacles. It's honestly one of my favorite cards. Capricorn, which doesn't this make sense, you guys? You have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the freaking Ten of Pentacles, which is telling me you're on the up and up, and Capricorn is literally the boss babe. Capricorn is literally like, dad, I'm here, you're gonna freaking work. Ambition, realism, and methodical steps. Yeah, okay. So you're meeting your ideal partner at a point in your life where you're taking methodical steps forward to grow for yourself. I also feel like your emotional state is going to be very balanced, very even. It doesn't feel like you're going to be emotionally sporadic or emotionally too high or too low. It feels very even, rational, calm. Yeah, you guys are going after your dreams when you're meeting this person, or you're creating some type of, again, stability, some type of like, okay, like I can do this for myself. You're overcoming obstacles as well when you're meeting this person. You're having a victory in regards to the obstacles that you're overcoming. We have Chiron. This is heal. It's hurt and heal. Chiron is the wounded healer, you guys. So perhaps this is coming in, you guys, to signify an energy of you guys being more healed when you meet this person, or perhaps you recently getting out of a situation that really hurt you. This could be betrayal in regards to a friendship or something with your family, or even a past lover or relationship. But I'm seeing this as us taking that wound and almost using it to empathize with other people, or almost using it to be a little bit more softer, or a little bit more understanding of other people. I don't know why, because usually when this comes up, I get the feeling of like, oh, like you could have gotten hurt, now you're working on healing, but I don't necessarily feel like you're working on healing yourself. I feel like you have worked on healing yourself, but I almost feel like you have more compassion for other people, or you're going to have more compassion for other people because of this hurt or this experience that she went through. And I feel like that may be something that you and your ideal partner will be able to relate on or connect with, okay? Like maybe you guys went through similar situations, so you're able to better understand where they're coming from, or you're better able to understand their past, or, you know, certain feelings they have on experiences. But yeah, I'm feeling like the Chiron is coming up to signify something to do with having more compassion for the world, or having more compassion for others around you because of the experiences you've gone through. Burn away the past. We're moving forward. When you're meeting this person, group 3, you're moving forward. You're over the past. You're not, like, there's nothing holding you back. You're completely going to be at a stage where you are free. If you're right now, if there's an ex that you miss right now, group 3, this is not the time that you're going to meet this person. If you don't feel like you are fully like over your ex or over somebody from the past, this is not the time you're going to be meeting this ideal person. I 100% feel like you are going to be done. Like they called you today and you don't even answer. You don't respond. Like that's how over the past I feel like you are. It's not even worth a second thought. It's not even, you know what? I'm not going to lie, you guys. I had a reading the other day by somebody that I know, and I was wanting a reading for something else, and things about a particular person came up, and I was literally like, okay, just stop the reading. I literally don't care. Like I literally do not care about this person or what's going on with them, or like I don't want to hear it. I just don't care. I feel like you're gonna be at that stage where it's like I could care less. I could quite literally care less. It just is unimportant to me, and the information in regards to this past person is just irrelevant and not important, right? So that's where I feel like you're going to be at. You're just going to be so freaking over the past, so freaking over the things that have happened to you previously, and ready for that new beginning, ready to move on, ready to meet someone who is going to impress you and treat you the way you are meant to be treated, right? There's also this energy here of maturity. So I do feel like you are meeting this person, you guys, when you are at a stage in your life where there is a high level of emotional maturity. And I also, again, feel like that financial stability is coming up. We have sacrifice, and it says, what can you let go of? Yeah. So again, if you guys have not released an ex, or if there are still people in your past that you are questioning, I want to encourage you to fully explore that to its totality. Fully dive into whoever you are still stuck on, into their totality. And it may hurt, it may be really freaking painful, and it may be a ride you don't want to go on, but I feel like in order for you guys to move on, or in order for you to be happy with this ideal person, you have to completely like have a relationship or have an experience to its end, to its totality, to the point where you're just like, ugh, I don't even want it anymore, you know? There may also be sacrifices that you are making around the time that you are meeting this person. This could be spending a lot of time on work. This could be spending a lot of time perhaps on your internal self-development. This could be spending a lot of time, or we could also look at the sacrifice if we are physically moving to a different city or to a different place. We could also look at that sacrifice as like us sacrificing our familiar surroundings or people that we're familiar with in order to have this new beginning somewhere else, right? For some of you, it could even be like a job offer or job opportunities that you're moving for. So you feel like you're sacrificing the life that you once had. But it's like, I'm choosing the path that's best for me. And what's best for me is to take this job opportunity because I'm going to get paid more money. I'm going to be happier. And I know I'm going to be in a city where I don't know anybody. But it's like, you know, that's kind of what that feels like. Union. Okay, so here we go. This is the card. You guys see how the freaking rainbow here and the rainbow in the spider web? I feel like all these different like tiny events are happening in your life that's going to lead you to this person. It's like this web is literally being woven, and it's leading you to this person. And there's like small events happening in your life, or small little like details or situations that you may view as insignificant, but I feel like when you look back, you're going to be able to connect the dots. You're going to be able to be like, oh, if this didn't happen, then this wouldn't happen, and then that wouldn't happen, and then I wouldn't have met this person. The only way I can relate that back to you guys is, for example, in my previous relationship, there were so many things that happened where it was like our work schedules didn't align. There was this problem and that problem and this problem and that problem. And because that relationship fell apart, I then literally immediately, as soon as I got out of that relationship, I was sad, I was like upset, and I immediately met my next partner. And this next partner also just so happened to live in an area where I wanted to move. And then I was able to move to that area with this next partner. And then it was like, okay, this was a goal that I had. And if I never left that person, or if I stayed with that person, then I would have ended up staying in that area most likely. And I wouldn't be in this area that I wanted to be in. And then also I wouldn't have met my partner. And like all these things had to happen in order for it to work out. On both of our ends, right? On everyone who is involved in that situation's end. So I'm just seeing this as you guys having a lot of different like small events happening that don't necessarily make sense in the moment, but eventually are going to lead you to like this person, and looking back on it, you're going to be able to connect the dots, okay? So there's union, all right? And we have intention. Okay, so this is going to be, you're going to be meeting this person at a point in your life where you're very intentional with where you're putting your energy. You're very intentional with again, methodical, freaking Capricorn. You're going to be very like, this is what I'm focusing on right now. This is what I want to make happen. I also see this perhaps as you guys intentionally putting yourself out there. I seen a TikTok the other day, and somebody was like, let's be honest, if you're not on dating apps, then you're not actually trying to date. Like, you're not actually putting yourself out there and trying to date. And I kind of agree with that, because so many people, and I know some of you don't want to hear that, and I get it. I wish we could all meet in person. I really do. I wish that like people still did that, but a lot of people don't. So I'm almost seeing this as perhaps you guys being open to the idea of dating apps, or you guys being open to the idea of perhaps having like a dating service help you out with dates, or maybe you're putting yourself out there more in regards to like approaching people, or perhaps you're just being more social, so then you have more opportunities for people to approach you. But it feels like intentional effort towards our love life, intentional effort towards meeting someone, okay? And it's not just in regards to love, it's with everything in your life. Everything you're doing in your life at the point in which you are meeting this person is being done very intentionally. All right, we have life energy and clarity. So I'm seeing this as you guys being revitalized when you're meeting this person, having a new sense of purpose, perhaps feeling re-energized as well, feeling very energetic, having a very clear vision on what you want moving forward and what you want your future to look like, which again with the Ten of Pentacles makes sense to me, because that's long-term stability and long-term results. We have healing, transformation, life, and changes. Do I need to explain this, you guys? Shedding the old skin, okay? Being ready to step into our new life, being ready to just let go of everything from the past and move forward. Transformation. I feel like, again, we've talked about this, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the letters or the notes really quick, and then I will pull some letters for you guys. Okay, so automatically we have friends here. And I feel like for some of you, you may be telling your friends like, oh, I really want to meet someone. Like, if you know someone, like, give them my number. Perhaps your friend has like a coworker you think is really cute, or perhaps your friend has a friend who you think is really attractive and you're like asking them to introduce you. It could be a situation like that. Maybe your friend is like posting someone on their story, or maybe your friend is dating someone and that person they're dating has friends that you are meeting and you're interested in. I don't know. Your friends could be involved with how you are meeting this ideal partner. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the letters for you guys really quick, and then we'll read all this. All right, you guys, these are the letters that popped out for you guys. Go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initials, if you know who this person is, their name, their initials, or words that you guys may feel are significant for today's pick a card. Also, I do have to say this SOS, okay? I have to talk about the SOS down here because I put this together and I was like, oh my god, this is SOS. I'm again seeing that as with the friends, help, okay? Asking your friends for help in regards to dating, okay? So you may not even have the friend at this point in your life right now that is going to help you meet this person, but I feel like there's like a mutual connection here that is bringing you and your ideal partner together. And again, the string of events, you may have not, like I just said, met the friend that is ultimately going to introduce you to this ideal person yet. You may still have like opportunities in front of you to meet them. So that's how I'm seeing that, you guys. I really am. So like, that's not going to be for all of you, but definitely for some of you, that is how you are meeting this person, through a friend or through some type of mutual party, okay? We have wild, all right? Wild. So this may feel like a wild ride for some of you, or it may feel like your life has again gone through that like wild transformation where you're feeling like so much has changed. We have sensitive. All right, so you guys may be feeling sensitive at the time that you're meeting this person. We have artistic. You could be meeting them through some type of artistic endeavor, or perhaps you are meeting them at like an art museum or something to do with art. Maybe they are an artist. We have yes. We have unusual work. So maybe you are entering into a field that is unusual or non-conventional when you are meeting this person, or maybe they have unusual work and you're meeting this person through their unusual work. We have gratitude. Okay, so 100%, you guys are going to be so freaking grateful in your life when you meet this person, and that's coming up with the freaking Five of Pentacles. Again, this is coming out of a dark place, so being very grateful for where you are at when you meet them. Being very grateful for perhaps the opportunities that you are now having in front of you, right? Intimidating. So this person could come off very intimidating. Maybe this person is intimidated by you, and I know some of you are listening to that and you're like, I'm not intimidating. I don't think I'm intimidating either, you guys, but I've had so many people tell me, especially like men, be like, you're very intimidating. And I don't see it. I don't think I'm intimidating. I don't think you guys think I'm intimidating, but like, you know, people's perceptions are interesting. So just keep that in mind. You don't necessarily have to be someone who you view yourself as intimidating, but they could see you as intimidating. We have languages. Okay, so first things first, love languages. Perhaps you and this person have very similar love languages, but I also see this as perhaps this person or you have a different, like you guys have different first languages from each other. It could be that you are learning a new language when you meet this person. Maybe you guys are even learning the same language and that is how you're meeting them. Maybe you're having some type of like class where you're taking a language class and they're taking the language class and you guys meet that way. We have smile. This could be related to like the dentist or like something to do with the mouth, right? I don't want to say you're going to be dating your dentist, but maybe this person, or maybe you work in the dental industry or they work in the dental industry. It could also be that you're just very happy and grateful and you have a lot, again, of gratitude for where you're at in life. We have winter. So you could be meeting them in the more colder months, the winter months. I'm going to say anywhere from like October to March, February, okay? Yin and yang, you two could be balancing each other out very well, or you'll be at a place in your life where you feel very balanced. We have 19. You watching this could be 19 right now. That does not mean you'll be meeting them when you're 19, but you could be 19. This could also be when your birthday is. So maybe your birthday's on the 19th, their birthday's on the 19th. Maybe you guys are meeting on the 19th. And last but not least, well, maybe it's a little least, we have L. Okay, so your name could start with an L. Lindsay. I know Lindsay watches this. So if you are watching this, Lindsay, and you pick this pile, that's exciting. Lauren, I want to say Lolita, but like that's don't be a Lolita. Lauren, Lola. I don't got any more L names in me. So that's what I got, you guys. Let me know below if this resonated. This spider is really important. So please, if take nothing else but the freaking spider and tiny details or tiny events happening leading you to this person that you may not necessarily see in the moment, but like looking back, you will. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you. I love you. And I'll talk to you guys very soon. All right. Bye. Hello, group 4. Oh, the camera's a little wiggly. Hi, guys. Welcome. Before we get into the dice and the cards, the tarot, I do want to talk about your animal card because this was the first card I pulled for every pile. Automatically, this gave me the energy of you guys being in a phase in your life, because this animal card is supposed to represent where you're going to be at when you meet this person. So I'm seeing this as you guys being very clever, being very intentional, very undercover as well, like laying low, but having intention. Like everything you do is intentional, being very meticulous, being very thought out with your plans. So I oftentimes feel like foxes are viewed in this light of like they're cute and they're beautiful. Like foxes are absolutely like stunning, right? But they're also very sly, very cunning, very, you know, they're a little sneak. So I love this energy so freaking much for you guys, because this lets me know that when you meet this person, I feel like you're not going to necessarily reveal your intentions to them right off the bat, but you do have intentions. Like when you meet them, I feel like you're automatically going to be drawn to them, but you're playing it cool. You're playing it very relaxed, too cool, very just like calm, collected fox energy, okay? You're going to be executing this relationship or executing this or the initial relationship, like the initial connection you guys have, in a very sly, also very seductive manner. I don't think you guys are going to come off too eager or too overpowering. I definitely feel like you may even be at a place in your life where you're very independent, where you know you have options, where you feel very energetically free. You're not tied to anything. You feel like, okay, well, if this doesn't work out, I'm a fox. I know I can go find my next meal. Like, I'm not worried about it, right? So, I love this. Love it so much. Now, let's do the dice. Let's do the dice real quick. If you guys are new here, the dice is just dessert. It's extra confirmation. So if your sign does not pop up, that's totally okay. But this could be your sign or potentially this other person's sign, sun, moon, or rising. Okay? So can I please get group number 4's sun, moon, rising, or the person's sun, moon, rising? Capricorn and Pisces. Hello, Capricorn. Hello, Pisces. Leo and Aries. Hello, Leo. Hello, Aries. Scorpio and Pisces. Cancer, honorable mention. Also Libra. Okay, so first card we got here is the Three of Swords. So a few different things. And if I'm just being honest, if I'm just being very like, I feel like you are in your man-eater energy, or your, I don't want to say womanizer because like I love women, but like maybe a little bit of womanizer energy. It feels like you are being the heartbreaker. You are the villain of everyone's story at the moment when you meet your ideal partner. It feels like I'm single, I'm happy to be single, people are very attracted to you, and you may just be breaking hearts left and right, okay? Now for others of you, it could be that you have gotten your heart broken around the time that you meet the anxiety around the time that you guys meet your ideal partner. Now the reason why I'm saying man-eater energy or like womanizer energy, the reason I'm saying that is because we have the King of Wands that came up directly after that, and the King of Wands is somebody who's very charming, and I'm trying to figure out where you guys are going to be at your life when you meet this person. So I don't think the King of Wands gets played. I think the King of Wands plays, okay? So I feel, and with the Fox here, you guys, it's a combination of everything that's coming up. With the Fox and the King of Wands, it feels like this Three of Swords is more so talking about you guys being the heartbreaker, about you guys being the ones perhaps denying people or rejecting people or going on a few dates and then being like, look, babes, I'm just not into it. That's what it feels like, okay? And again, for some of you, it could very much be that you've gotten your heart broken and now you're deciding to perhaps be stronger in your personality, to be more independent, to be more fierce with how it is that you operate with other people, to be more social, to be more outgoing, to be more charming, etc., etc. But I just feel like for a group of you here, you are entering into your, like, I'm a man-eater, Lana Del Rey phase, okay? Which we love. And regardless, like, even if you are the person who got your heart broken, the Fox is still here. So, like, you are still, there's still a level of you being a little sly, of you being a little, like, I'm hurt and I'm sad, but I know I'm going to be okay because I'm the Fox. I know I'll figure it out because I'm smart, I'm cunning, and when there's a will, there's a way. I'll figure it out, right? So yeah, King of Wands, attractive as well, very charming, very charismatic. He knows how to get what he wants. You're going to know how to get what you want. You're going to be very confident at the point in your life where you meet your ideal partner, which makes sense because confidence is the literal most attractive thing in the entire world. It's gorgeous. I love confident people. Okay. Now we got the Eight of Wands. Now the Eight of Wands, what is this? This is fast moving energy and momentum. So it could be that you're very busy in your life when you meet this person, you guys. It could be that you have so much going on, and maybe that is what is making you attractive. As human beings, when we look at something that we view as exclusive or not as available, and I don't mean like emotionally available, but it's like, you guys know when everybody has something, so then you're kind of like, I don't really want it because everybody has it. I'm almost seeing this as perhaps you're so busy or you have so many different pockets of life that you are exploring and having fun with that you're not like available just on any Tuesday, right? You have to like plan things out in order to like see you. So I'm just seeing this as this person being attracted to your exclusivity, being attracted to the fact that you have so much going on for yourself in your life and you're busy on your own that they feel like, oh my gosh, like this person, like I want them to make time for me. They have so much going on, like I want them to make time for me. And people are naturally attracted to that. So I did ask for confirmation because I was like, all right, what is moving fast in our life? And we do have the Two of Cups. This is two soulmates coming together. This is two lovers coming together. So the way I'm viewing this group number 4 is perhaps your guys' relationship or your feelings for each other developing very rapidly. Maybe you guys aren't going to enter into a relationship with this person quickly, but it's almost like you guys are going to be emotionally invested in this person very quickly, or they will be emotionally invested in you very quickly. It's almost like a recognizing of soulmates. Like, and I've talked about this in readings before, but there's been many times where I meet people and I can look at them and I know that there's somebody who's going to be important, or I know there's somebody that I'm going to get along with or have a friendship with. You know, and it's not that I can like see the details of our friendship or see the details of our relationship, but it's like, I know you're important. I know that you're somebody who's meant to be in my life. And I've very, very rarely been wrong, okay? I even have, okay, I'm like going off on a tangent. I even have this thing, you guys, when I get a number from a guy, and I don't do this consciously, I think it's very subconscious, but every single time I save a guy's number and I like put his name down, he always ends up being someone who's significant. He always ends up being somebody who is like important in some way, or someone who I end up having a really, really strong connection with. And there are so many men who have given me their numbers and I'll like text them a few times, but I don't save their numbers, and those never turn into anything. And it's not just because of me, it's because it's like, it just mutually doesn't work out. It's not always because I ignore them. So what I'm saying is, I feel like there's almost going to be a recognition in your soul, maybe even subconsciously, that this person is important, okay? We have the Ace of Cups, all right? So the Ace of Cups, group 4, talks about an overflow of emotion. It talks about a very strong emotional reaction, which is kind of what I was talking about with the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Cups, having that very strong, instant emotional reaction, understanding and recognizing this person as somebody of significance. It may even be that this person is capable of drawing out a lot of emotional vulnerability within yourself, or you're able to draw this out in this other person. And then we have a victory. And the 6 of Wands is just, you're going through the finish line. You're going through the finish line. I'm seeing this as this ending up as a significant relationship, you guys. Not every pile here today, I feel like, is going to end up with their ideal person, at least not immediately. But with you guys, I feel like this is more likely, this is most likely, because of the 6 of Wands and because of all this energy here of like soulmates and emotions being really strong and the confidence as well. Like, I feel like you're going to have confidence not just in yourself, but in this relationship. Okay. Yeah, we have Aries here. This is independence, bravery, and passion. So you guys will be meeting your ideal partner at a point in your life where you are independent, where you feel very confident in who you are, in what you believe, and in the direction that you want to go in your life, right? You're going to know yourself. And I know everyone has this idea of like, well, of course I know myself. But I feel like it's going to be a deep understanding of yourself. A deep like, okay, this is what I'm trying to say is frontal cortex development, okay? That's what I'm trying to say, all right? I don't want to be rude, but like it feels like our frontal cortex is definitely developed, and we for sure have a more clear understanding of who we are. This person may also be very attracted to your bravery. You guys may be at a point in your life where you are taking responsible risks, right? Passion. People are naturally attracted to people who have passions, right? People who are passionate. Okay. We have North Node, destined to have, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, my ears are ringing, guys. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Are you guys gonna be in love? Group number freaking 4? Like I was saying, and I didn't realize this card was here, you guys, but like I was saying with the like being able to recognize your soulmate, or being able to look at this person and recognize that they are somebody who's meant to be in your life for one reason or another. They are playing a significant role in this chapter of your life. They are destined to be here, right? This is a destined path for you. This is a destined union. It may even be considered karmic, you guys. And when I say karmic, I'm not talking about bad and like bad. A lot of people like to use karmic as a bad word, and I don't see karmic as bad. I see karmic as like meant to be, right? So meant to be North Node. You guys may have your North Node in Aries, because Aries is popping up here, or perhaps in somewhere that the dice, a sign that showed up in the dice. You may have your North Node in that as well. For some of you, I feel like you're meeting this person at a celebration. And I think I'm getting that because of all the wand energy. Wands for me feel very passionate and exciting, and it always feels like a celebration or like a party. So for some of you, you're meeting this person in like that type of environment. We have opulence, and it says it's time to lead. Yeah. 100%, like you are in your boss babe phase. You're in your boss babe era when you meet this person, you guys. And maybe it's not literally, like we don't have to be literal and be like, oh, boss babe. But like you're just at a point where like, again, you know yourself, you know where you're going. I feel like you're very in control of your life, very independent, very self-reliant. I don't need anybody. I would love to have somebody who adds value to my life, but I don't need somebody, right? Or perhaps when we meet them, we are now stepping into that phase where it's like, oh, okay, well, like at this point in my life, like I want to focus on creating the life that makes me feel the most in control. For some of you, you don't like being told to do. You like to have freedom in your career, or you like to have freedom in your daily routine. And perhaps that is opening up for you guys around the time that you meet this person. Whatever you choose will be correct. I see this as you holding the power in your hand, you holding the key to the door. If you want to go through this door, you have the choice to do so. I see this as like opportunity being there, and all you have to do is like be brave enough to like, oh, take that risk and see what's behind the door. Some of you may be buying a house when you meet this person, or gaining some type of like, I don't want to say property, but it feels like ownership of something, because the key for me signifies like, okay, I own this home. But maybe you're not owning, it could even be a car. Maybe you're buying a new car. I don't know if any of you guys like work at like a car dealership. That may be a situation for some of you. Maybe you're meeting this person in that environment, or around the time that you're buying a new car or buying a home. We have playfulness, which the freaking King of Wands is here, which again, he's playful, he's charming. This person's going to be very attracted to your playful energy, to your, I almost feel like it's a little bit mischievous as well. I feel like this person may not be used to people giving it back to them, if that's making sense. It feels like someone who may take themselves a little seriously, and it's not that you don't take yourself seriously, but it almost feels like you're not afraid to spit at them, or you're not afraid, not spit at them, but like you're not afraid to make fun of them or to be playful with them. You're not afraid to have fun. This relationship may start off on a very playful note, or on a note of you guys just really enjoying each other's company and having like that genuine friendship. I definitely feel like this person's going to be attracted to your playfulness though. Your willingness to be silly, your willingness to laugh and to not take things mega serious. I don't know about you guys, but people who take things so freaking serious, like I cannot. I understand that like there are points in life where you need to be serious and like you know? But also, life is so short, and we're on a freaking spinning rock, like, just floating in the middle of nowhere. Like, why can't we just laugh? Like, just have fun, you know? Like, I feel like life isn't worth it if we can't have fun, if we can't be a little silly. Especially not in relationships. We have beauty here. So you may be meeting this person at a point in your life where you feel you're most attractive, or you feel you're most confident in your body. Now, what does that look like? I don't know, because we're all individuals. But I'm seeing this as us feeling like, I am so beautiful. I am so handsome. Like, I feel very confident in what it is that I am bringing to the world physically, which I love that, right? I think everyone should feel beautiful. I genuinely feel like everyone should feel beautiful. I genuinely feel like everyone should feel confident in how it is they look. And the way I think you do that is through taking pride in how you present yourself, right? Everyone's going to take pride differently, but that's what I'm feeling like is coming up for you guys with that. Also, I feel like beauty could also, and that party just keeps popping up. When we get ready for a party, I feel like oftentimes we are making ourselves more beautiful, or we're like dressing ourselves up in a manner that's like to impress, or in a manner that's like, I'm ready for a party. So that may also be playing a role. Like, you guys going to an event where you have to dress up and perhaps meeting this person at that event. We have protect, dreaming, and childhood. Okay, so protect, dreaming, and childhood. This person could be someone that you have envisioned since childhood, someone that you have dreamed of since childhood. I'm also seeing this as you feeling very safe with this person. And again, it may even just be stemming from that fox energy of like, I know that like, if you don't want me, someone else will. It could be that as well, but there's also this like energy of play, right? With the childhood, it's play and innocence and having fun and being able to be silly. The last card I have is love, compassion, and life-giving. Okay, so out of all the groups, group 4, I do feel like you guys have the most potential for ending up with this person long term, or for this being a very stable, healthy relationship. Obviously, I'm not going to know for all of you because it's a group reading and there's going to be multiple people here watching this, but I do feel like for most of you watching, if this is resonating specifically for you guys, I do feel like this has a lot of potential for you guys to have a long-lasting relationship, a relationship that feels like a victory, a relationship that feels like, oh, this was worth it, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get some notes for you. Ooh. Okay, I'm also going to go ahead and get some letters for you guys really quick. All right, you guys, these are the letters that popped out for you, group 4. Go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name, if you know who this person is, their initials, or words that may be significant for you guys in regards to today's pick a card. Okay. So, oh, okay, I was like, what is next? First note we have here is fear, you guys, okay? So overcoming fear, perhaps overcoming the fear of heartbreak and becoming more confident in yourself, maybe a situation that's going on. You guys, again, confidence is playing such a big role. Letting go of perhaps our past, or letting go of insecurities, or letting go of the feeling of like, oh, I'm not good enough. Again, I really feel like confidence is playing such a big role in this person being attracted to you. We have dark night as well. Dark night always comes in to say like a little bit of like misunderstood energy. It always feels like viewing a situation differently than what it might actually be. We have childcare here. So you may work in the childcare industry. This other person may work in the childcare industry. We do have childhood here as well. So maybe they have kids or you have kids, and that is playing a role. Maybe for some of you, if you have like younger kids, you may be taking your kids to school. This other person may be taking their kids to school, and maybe you're meeting them like through your children, right? Yeah, that's really specific for some of you, and I know that's not going to resonate with everybody, obviously, so don't take that. Obviously, if you don't have kids either, that's not for you. We have carefree, so again, that playful energy, that energy of like life is fun. We have adaptability, so change going on, which I think has come up already. Did we talk about change? I think we did. We have January. This is being filmed the month of January, but if you are watching this after January, your birthday could be in January, their birthday could be in January. This could also be the month that you guys meet, or the month that you guys make things more serious. We have Libra, which is connected to the 7th house of love and profound partnerships. Libra, you or them perhaps, sun, moon, rising, maybe Venus. We have I love you. This is the only group that got like a signifier of like I love you, like emotions are here, like, you know what I'm saying? So I do feel like this is going to be a relationship where you guys are like, I love this person, and the other person's gonna be like, I love you, you know? So love that. We have music here. You guys may share a bond of music, or there may be something to do with music when you're meeting this person. Maybe you guys are meeting at a concert or a freaking wedding where there's like music playing in the background, or a party where there's music playing in the background. We have workaholic. So again, I do feel like you guys are going to be at a stage in your life where you're feeling very independent. We have 10 and 22. Maybe you guys are meeting this person on January 10th or the 22nd or around these dates. That could also just be your birthday, their birthday, or again, the day you guys meet of any month. We also have a bay leaf. Okay, so only one other group got a bay leaf, so that's interesting to me. That's signifying luck. So yeah, group number freaking 4. That is what I have for you guys. Honestly, this was fantastic. I'm really excited for you guys to meet this person. Please, if you do meet them, when you meet them, group 4, let me know. Come back and let me know, because I want to hear it. Like, I'm excited for you guys so much. So thank you guys. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. All right, bye.